House Collective, Sid Jeffries here. I'd like to welcome all of you to a brand new series. This series is on how to deal with superhuman individuals so they cause trouble in our world. In this series, we will go over how I categorize their abilities, what their type of abilities typically entail, what informs the tactics in dealing with them, and how the evacuations are conducted, how I score and rate their threat capacity, and what my criteria is, and when all is said and done, I will show you how and where they rank on the threat chart in comparison to the others. Let's begin. One of the first things we'll need to cover is power class categorizations. The various types and subsets are as follows, but are not limited to: firstly being biological. Abilities that modify the user's body itself and affect one's abilities, such as strength, healing and regeneration, intelligence, and adaptability. Next up is esoterical. This covers the vast umbrella of supernatural and archaic power sets, but it also includes matter generation, projection, prediction, reality warping, psychic abilities including mind reading, sorcery, and energy generation. Next up, after that, is physical. This includes atomic, gravitational, and temporal based abilities. Continuing on, next up is material. This includes things such as fire, water, wind, electricity, light, magnetic, and geological, weather manipulation and generation. Following that is ecological. This includes plant manipulation, growth, cloning, animal communication and mimicry, disease and extrapersonal healing, and mutation. Following that is technological. This includes anyone that can hack into and manipulate technology of any kind and use technology and modern infrastructure to enhance themselves to their advantage or reorder society. And lastly is apocalyptical. This includes those whose powers have either a caustic society effect or world-ending effect by virtue of their either strength, type, instability, or bleeding off. This also includes necromancers and immortals. With power categorization systems out of the way, we now have to consider what informs the tactics we take. Those are notes and caveats, assisters, or what factors worsen the situation, weapons and gear, what they're resistant to, weaknesses, survival plans, or if in a fight of survival for informing the public on safety protocols, what to do to maximize survivability, and evacuation plans for civilian populations. The next thing up is ability maturation. These are classified into three different categories: partially matured and malformed. These stages of mutation show aspects of the matured mutation, and they can sure even do things. However, the body and by extension everything around it suffers in various degrees because it hasn't developed to the degree needed to tolerate the expression of the mutation without adverse drawbacks. Following that is fully matured. The individual is fully capable of expressing the mutation without immediate and disastrous drawbacks and can express it in either unconscious or conscious manner like one does with eating and exerting displays of strength. Next up is omnics and partial omnics. These individuals have multiple power sets within a different category and even have all the power sets of a given category. So when it comes to determining the threat potential, these are the areas I'm considering. A. Autonomy. B. Public health. C. Property damage. D. Integrity of the natural world or environmental health. E. Extra normal resource expenditure, or the amount of extraordinary and unconventional resources needed to deal with the active threat, as compared to the sort of standard gear carried by everyday police officers and special ops police forces. F. Integrity of the presentation of reality and reality itself. G. Physical damage. H. Digital and digital electrical infrastructure. And I. Recoverability. Going off what we previously discussed, each area is scaled 1 through 20, which are added together to determine the approximate threat level. If in a fight with multiple individuals with such abilities, take out the weaker ones first, unless those that pose a threat to autonomy or reality in any capacity are present. Lower strength superhumans often will follow the direction of the larger threat. They are also often opportunistic. This also allows for adequate intel gathering on the larger threat in the meantime, such as fighting styles, desires, shortcomings, external assessment, and their temperament so that they can be better dealt with. Once all is said and done, they'll be added to the threat level comparison chart, which encompasses the following classifications. Level A, partially matured. Level B, fully matured, which contains 20 different levels, each level numbered 1 through 7. Level C, which is only reserved for the objects of any category. And Level D, which is only reserved for levels above 140, those that can affect autonomy, the presentation of reality or reality itself, objects of multiple categories, and apocalypticals. However, for our purposes, we will only concern ourselves with level B and D when ranking in their classes. And at long last, the next video in our series will be on fighter capabilities. If you like what you see, please follow and share. That is all for now. Take care, don't frustrate yourselves, and be creative.